Hi everyone, this is just a brief instructional video on how to do the Unit 1 11 point of view and characterization assignment. So really quick, it's just located, you're going to find that in Unit 1 and it is going to be down here in this week 4. So have the assignment open, so obviously click open the assignment. Your video is going to be here that you're watching. So really simple. And we will go over this a little bit in Class Connect as well. So if you have additional questions after watching the video, please make sure that you are attending Class Connect. So for this assignment, there are 3 sections to it, and each section is worth 5 points. So that's the way the whole assignment is going to work. It has it's worth 15 points. So section 1 is worth 5. Section 2 is worth 5, and Section 3 is worth 5 points, right? So in part 1, what you're going to do is we're reading the short story 11. So after you read 11, we are reading it in class together. After you read 11, you're going to go through and you're going to answer the question. 11 is told from first-person point of view. Why do you think Cisneros made this choice? How does first-person narration help the reader connect to Rachel's character? In 2 or 3 complete sentences, answer that question. So basically, make sure that you know there's 2 questions there. It's why does the author use first person, and then how does first person help the reader connect to Rachel's character, right? So there's 2 things you're answering there. So then from there, part 2 of that is a little bit of annotation, which we've talked about before. So what you're going to do is you're going to highlight 3 additional short quotes. So this first highlighting is me as your teacher giving you an example as what I want you to do. This does not count as one of your 3. You as students need to find 3 additional things and examples that you can put into the document. So basically, you are going to find out what type of person Rachel is. So what we need to do is we need to look for character traits that would maybe define her, describe her, right? So here in this little link, if you hit Control and click on it, it's going to pull up a page that's going to take you to character traits. And there's a whole list of different types of character traits. There's positive character traits and there's negative. So obviously you can use any of those that you would like to, right, to help describe her. So as you read through, you are going to look through this little excerpt and this little excerpt from the short story 11, and you're going to find something that really stands out as a specific trait, right? So in the example we gave, it was, if I was 102, I'd have known what to say when Mrs. Price put the red sweater on. So that example is her being insecure. So that's the character trait. She's really insecure, and she's 13, right? She doesn't know, or not 13, she's 11. She's 11 years old and she doesn't know how to respond, right? So she's very insecure when she goes to say anything to her teacher. So the explanation here, so we highlighted that little area, and then the explanation is Rachel's thoughts show that she is insecure. She's being really hard on herself for not standing up for herself more adequately after Mrs. Price assumed that the sweater was hers, right? So that's a great example of her being insecure. So we need you to do now is you are going to find 3 more examples. So there's a 1, there's a 2, there's a 3. And what you're going to do is you're going to highlight wherever you can find in the excerpt where you think it's a really good example of a character trait. What I would like for you to do is to try and stay away from using insecure again. Try and give me 3 different character traits. If you're really struggling, you're like, oh, I have another really good one that shows her being insecure. That's okay. You can do insecure one more time if you want to, but try to find 2 other character traits that describe her, right? We want to see a little bit of her characterization, because yes, she may be insecure, but she's probably also some other things as well, right? So that's part 2. Part 3 is this is all your opinion. So in your opinion, why does Rachel get so upset about the sweater? What does this reveal about how she feels about herself? And how do you think you would react if something similar happened to you? So there's 3 questions there, right? So you need to answer all 3 of those questions to get full credits, right? And it's all your opinion. So really there's no wrong answer here. So why do you think she got so upset? What does this say about her, right? And then how would you react if something like this were to happen to you? You may react totally different. You may act really similar to her. You may act a little bit similar, a little bit different, whatever. And then you obviously tell why you would act that way, right? So it's as simple as that. If you have any questions, please let me know. And like I said, we will be covering a little bit of this in class together.